you what though, boy oh boy. Oh man! The thrower blanket over them. But it's battle stations, white flag comes out. She's on for young and old this one. Has he got the job done? Looks like he has on the inside. The pace is electric out in front.
Right, support program tonight includes this here, the Eastern Bay of Plenty Engineering Supplies Bay of Plenty Saloon Championships. 3 heats over 12 laps each to decide the champion. Saloons, if you haven't seen these before, they are non-contact, because when they do make contact, well, fiberglass goes everywhere and both front wheels decide to point different directions. Non-contact. Defending champion in this one is the 8M of Jared Fletcher. And you can see him starting, where is he? Down back of the outside row. No, sorry. No, he's on pole position. He's on pole. It's the 9 that I was looking at. So Fletcher sitting there in 3rd place in the orange number 8. So we've got 2 number 8s. How about the number 8 car that's come all the way from Christchurch to be a part of the Bay of Plenty Championships tonight and to soak up the World 240s Championship. So Cory Mcclelland is your race leader in the 8C. 45. Mark Hinton, regular visitor out of Stratford. He's there running in 2nd spot. Defending champ Jared Fletcher in 8M is in 3rd. A little bit of a battle going on between Johnson and Taylor. Again, these 2 cars, the 18 and the 88, regulars here at Paradise Valley, as the 88 gets a little bit of an advantage. So Chris Johnson moves up into 4th place. So the 18 of Taylor, former Bay of Plenty champion, he just has to drop back into 5th place. Trent Amrain is there in the 42. Then we go to the 52 car of Greg Belk. Then 77 Roscoe Creswell. Great to have Roscoe back here in the 77K. 9M David Fisher was down there. The 25 car from Kiki is out there. Robert Belk. And right at the back, just struggling a little bit in this field, is the 2NZ of Cam Roygard. 2nd at the New Zealand Saloon Championships. And he's just struggling here at Paradise Valley. Of course, his brother out there and amongst the Superstock racing tonight. Another family that we talk about a lot. So the Christchurch car still leading. Cory Mcclelland as we go through 5 laps of this 12-lap race. A little bit easier to keep a flow on lapped cars in a race like this, Barry?
Certainly is, Paul, and yes, we'll see if anybody does go in the wall. They'll be throwing the cautions very, very quickly. No red lights for the saloons. If people here watching the Superstocks haven't seen them before, they if there is an incident, anybody spins up, blocks the track, hits the wall, you'll see them go under caution and reform for a rolling start.
So Cam Roygard, the 2NZ, he's managed to pass a couple of cars now. Of course, the New Zealand Championships for the Saloons was held right back at the beginning of the year. Oh, what's that, a couple of weeks ago? 1st and 2nd of January.
Yeah, that's not that long ago, no. Paul. Way back at the beginning of the month.
Yeah. 1st and 2nd of January down at Miani Speedway in Hawke's Bay. So Roygard picking up 2nd overall at that New Zealand Championship. So these 3 at the front, they've cleared away, making a little bit of a statement perhaps. The 2 number 8s and the 45s. So Jared Fletcher, defending Bay of Plenty champion, up into 2nd spot now.
He made a bad start from that pole position and dropped back to 3rd, but he's picked 1 place back up again and gaining ground on the leader. Wouldn't be many laps to go though.
No, it'll be white flag next time around. So he just looks for a way up the inside. Of course, this track here at Paradise Valley, you know, regarded as a stock car track. It's not a saloon car racing track traditionally. You look at these cars, there's the white flag, 1 to go. So Fletcher's going to have to look around the outside. Of course, these cars here are a lot wider than your stock cars, and it just makes it that much harder to make a pass. You can see here, you know, Fletcher's having to work really hard to try and get past, and it's not going to happen in this one. So great start. First time out on the track for the 8C of Cory Mcclelland, and it takes 1st place in the opening heat of the Eastern BOP Engineering Supplies Bay of Plenty Saloon Championships. Cory Mcclelland, 8C, your race winner. 8M, Jared Fletcher home in 2nd. Then we go to the 45S of Mark Hinton. 42M, Trent Amrain, and then the 18K of Chris Taylor. So we talk about the mini stock thing again. Not sure about Mcclelland, the Christchurch visitor. Don't know a lot about him. But you go Fletcher in second, Amrain in fourth. You know, they're both former mini stock racers as well. So that does continue. The mini stock races into, or the former mini stock races into the various classes around the place.
After the devastating Christchurch earthquakes, there's always been one name you can rely on when it comes to scaffolding in Canterbury. Elliott Scaffolding have a purpose-built fleet of vehicles and a fully trained crew that can get the job done. From that small project to the bigger ones, and some of the unique ones. Phone now and speak to Trevor and the team at Elliott Scaffolding Christchurch.
Situated just 1.5 hours drive from Christchurch is Hanmer Springs, a small alpine village that has everything for the adventurer or for someone looking to relax. Stay a while and enjoy a bike ride through the numerous bush tracks, or relax in the famous hot pools. Take the whole family and let the kids take on the many attractions on offer. And to top off your stay, book now with Hanmer Holiday Homes, where there's a budget and accommodation to suit everyone. Call now.
Heat number 4 for the Redwood Butchery Aotearoa Ladies Crown. So remember, 3 races last night, 3 races tonight. Combine all of the points and we find our champion. So the defending champion is right down the back, Rebecca Barr, the 34P, and she is your points leader after last night on 74. She is 3 points ahead of the 21H of Brooke Clarkson. Then another 4 back to 98W Ashley Gaskin Robertson. So those are the drivers leading the way at the moment. Lynn Clark on pole. Grid 2 is empty. No Morgan Dumoulin. Of course, we saw her taken off the track last night after a big crash to be assessed by the medics. So she hasn't made it back tonight. Lynn Clark pulls out of the road in the number 37 car off the pole. So straight away it's Phoebe Wayman to the lead, although there's a big push down into turn number 1. Clark's gone around. Here we go. The 2 ladies that Minty decided to have a chat to on the infield after the Grand Parade, running first and second right now. 52 and 211. A little bit of water on the track that the ladies have to deal with. We've got a couple down in the concrete wall, including Alex Jones in the 28. Heat 1 winner last night, Shanae McNally. She's stuck there. The 1-2-1 all the way from down in Greymouth on the lovely west coast. And she is still stuck there in the wall. The referees will play this game for a little while and give her the chance to get out of there. It is a dangerous position. Nope, the referees have decided, right, that's long enough.
Actually, everybody is here for the Superstocks, obviously, Paul. And if you haven't been along here before to Paradise Valley Speedway and you're enjoying what you're seeing here, it's only 2 years away from the next New Zealand Superstock Championship here at Rotorua.
Wow, what, 2021 was it?
2021, so we're now in January 2019, so in 2 years' time. The World 240s will still be here. Obviously, that'll be 2 massive weekends of Superstock racing. Just spoke to Sonia Hickey a wee while ago. She hasn't got a proposed date yet. just been held at Woodford Glen in Christchurch a couple of weeks back, and next season down at Whanganui, and then here at Paradise Valley. But the World 240s doesn't disappear, two completely different flavour types of meetings, and I imagine they'll be held a week or two apart.
Yeah, look, so we've just had it in Christchurch, 3rd and 4th of January it was, or 4th and 5th, something like that. It's the corresponding weekend next year in Whanganui. It's the same date, around that 3rd and 4th of January. Traditionally here in Rotorua, when it comes to when we do have those big New Zealand championships, tends to go between Christmas and New Year, like we just did with the street stocks. We did it last time with the super stocks. Who knows? May change next year, but obviously, in 2 years' time. All right, out the front, still 52, down the main straight. Dominic O'Brien leads them into turn number 3. This is just lap 3. O'Brien from Phoebe Wainman in 211 GB, and then the 9S car of Carol Pajewski. So Pajewski finished 3rd in this championship last year. Had a little bit of an up and down night last night, did Carol. 54 points she scored, so 20 points behind Rebecca Barr. Where is the 34? Just slowly coming through the pack. She has to do it all the way from the back. Keep an eye on the number 28 of Alex Jones. She's obviously decided. Oh, straight ahead for Kingsbear, the 83 car from Gisborne. Keep an eye on the 28. She's obviously decided that she is going to do the mixing up thing tonight. So she's going to have probably Rebecca Barr in her sights. Will be the main one. So 52, Dominic O'Brien continues to build the lead over 211 Phoebe Wainman.
Well, Rebecca Barr obviously thought that car was waiting for her, and gave it a huge serve up the rear going into turn 1. So Rebecca Barr taking no chances with the 28.
And here we go, Alex Jones is chasing, and Rebecca Barr's got a whole lot of lap traffic in front of her. She's going to need to make her way through here as quick as she can. She's right in behind the 262 car of Cammy Durrell, and also the Kendall Ashton car on. She tags the Rotorua car instead, Alex Jones, and then ends up holding up Gemma Palmer there too, the 28. So Rebecca Barr escapes through that one. So your race leader is, we're looking for Dominic O'Brien. Puts the big shot into Kingsbear, sends Kingsbear into the concrete down in turn 3 and 4. Onto the pit straight. We go back to Carol Pajewski now in the 9S car, who's moved up into 2nd. Phoebe Wainman, 211 is in 3rd. And then Kirsten Kaiser. Lights are red. Lights go red, so this will be for the Kingsbear car, number 83. There it is, down in turn 4. Awesome stuff here. Congratulations to Matt Nielsen. Righty-ho. Here we go. Back to it. Dominic O'Brien, 52, continues to lead. 9S, Carol Pajewski, is running in 2nd spot. Still Phoebe Wainman, who is there in 3rd. Kirsten Kaiser and Brittany Carpenter, though, have closed right up on the British racer. Dominic O'Brien looking comfy up front. She's coming up behind the 14H car of Hazel Brown. Rebecca Barr's been taken out. And she's got some big issues, has Barr. I tell you what, if the white flag out, she should just stop there and not try and do another lap, because she's not going to do another lap. She won't finish, Rebecca Barr. She needs to stop there. Look at that. That is smart. That is smart. As soon as that checkered flag comes out, she will hit the go button. The go pedal. There it is. Checkered flag. She reverses up a bit, gets the wheels looking right, and will limp the car home, Rebecca Barr. Wow, this has really opened up the Aotearoa Ladies Championship now. Dominic O'Brien takes the race win. DNF here for Kirsten Kaiser, is it? No, she's got the 681 going. Dominic O'Brien, takes the race win in 52B. 2nd place will be 9S Carol Pajewski. 211 Phoebe Wainman will be in 3rd. 85 GM Brittany Carpenter will be 4th. And rounding up the top 5, the 9B of Stacey Smith. So just taking a look here. Down the list we go. Rebecca Barr will finish in 14th place and score 13 points. So we'll get those updates to you.
Could still be the winning of the championship though, Paul, because had she have DNF'd, That's 13 points she wouldn't have picked up.
Exactly.
So that'll be interesting to see at the end of tonight.
So what do? We supply hose and fitting and skill to get equipment up and running.
We're a one-stop shop, lubrication, fire suppression and hydraulics. The service that we provide, there's no other company that can do it and do it as well as we do.
We've got 8 branches in New Zealand, 70 distributors, 130 service technicians and vans. We're also in Australia, but within New Zealand we've been here a long time and we are the market leader.
Build it, make it, fix it, shift it, tow it, stow it, dig it, lift it, mow it, trim it, grind it, chip it. We hire it. Mix it, pour it, smooth it, finish it, saw it, clean it, nail it, polish it. 0800 24/7 rent. We hire it. 0800 24/7 rent. We hire it.
Righty-ho. So, yeah, 4 on 4. You know, traditionally, there's lots of different ways and game plans you can play it. Do you send 2 of your cars off as runners, fast cars, and leave 2 other cars sitting back going, no, I'm going to block and try and stop the cars that are coming through? It is big game plans, but all of those can go out the window in turn 1. Stock car teams racing, welcome to it. Rees Shield, Ross All Memorial on the line, Rotorua versus Waikato. Here we go. Green flag drops, Central Metals, of course, the major sponsor for the Waikato side. So we've got a couple. There we go. Look at this. What did we tell you? 2 runners, 2 blockers. And so it's just the inside row that have headed off. 5-3-5. Robbie Morris is your race leader for Rotorua at the moment. Ahead of, hard into the concrete wall, the 46. He just gets dished up down there by the 3-5-3 of Shannon Orr. So we've still got 2 sitting on the start line now. They're going to go. So remember, our race leader is 5-3-5. So he's going to go around one of his own cars. Now into block mode, 3-5-8. This is Sam Pearson in block mode. Clinton Cheatham is the car behind him. So Pearson takes Cheatham to the grass. So Cheatham has to pull off. He can't come out in front. He's got to do a big loop around. Great work there from Sam Pearson. The 46 car gets spun up by the 583. Larry Henderson in car 8 is on the concrete wall. So your race leader still 3-5-3. Robbie Morris. That's him just coming onto the main straight now. So he's going to come up. Here we go. He's going to fly straight around the outside of the 24. Good stuff for the race leader. The 8 car hasn't moved out of the concrete wall. He's starting to. But here we go. Now this is where it's going to get interesting. Race leader coming around turn 1. He's going to come up behind Barry Rhodes in the 46. No protection this time around. For the, this is 3-5-3. So this is Shannon Orr. He's come around on a couple of the block cars for Waikato. He's in a little bit of a sandwich now. 5-3-5, your race leader is Robbie Morris. So this is Robbie Morris just onto the pit straight now. I love these triple-digit numbers. I'm not getting confused at all. Robbie Morris is your race leader through turns 1 and 2. Down onto the main straight he goes. 5 laps gone for the race leader. 3-5-3, Shannon Orr for Rotorua is in second place, but he's 2 laps behind. But he is still in second place, so it's a good lead at the moment. Here we go. This is your race leader across the start-finish line, playing with the Brad Philpott 24 car. We're going to go red. The number 8 car has to come off. Reds are on. Oh, and then another one. So 3-5-8, Sam Pearson. So this will be interesting here. So we've had the 24 car put in a massive shot after the red light. The Brad Philpott car. And we've also had Sam Pearson take a car to the wall after the red light. Obviously hard to see, hard to hear. All these drivers, these drivers don't have earpieces? Oh, okay. Is that a teams racing thing, is it? Okay, all right. It is a teams racing thing. Right, there's something that is into, season 2 now, I think it is, of the earpieces. A one-way communication earpiece with the drivers so the referees can talk to them. Just explaining here why the number 8 car has come off, if you couldn't see it. On the left-hand side, his wheel guard, the steel plate that goes across the back wheel has become dislodged. So that is a safety reason. Once that happens, the cars must be removed from the racetrack. So the two that are in the concrete wall down there, Sam Pearson for Rotorua, Barry Rhodes for Waikato, haven't moved. So they are still down there. 5-3-5. Robbie Morris continues to circulate. That's your race leader. Down in turns 1 and 2. So it's looking pretty good for Rotorua at the moment. 5-8-3. Brent Stewart takes the 4 car to the grass. Again, the rules here, if you get taken onto the grass like that, the car that takes you into the grass, you can't pull out in front of them. Here we go. Look at this battle going on down in turn number 2. 3-5-8. That's Sam Pearson. And the 5-8-3, Brent Stewart getting involved here with the 46 car of Rhodes. They're trying to drive him up the concrete wall. They've left their runners, though, without a lot of protection. And that's when this kind of thing can happen. The 5-3-5, Robbie Morris. This is his first problem for the race. Flicks it around nice and quick, though, and picks up another lap. So that makes it 9 for Robbie Morris. Shannon Orr is right in behind him. So this is first and second down the main straight for Rotorua. But he's a lap down, Shannon Orr, in second place. Clinton Cheatham is another lap behind in the 4 car for Huntley. So we're down to 4 on 2, are we? Oh no, we've still got 4 on 3. 5-8-3. Brent Stewart just got to be a little bit careful there as he puts in a tap on the grass. Gets it back out now. It's the 46 car. He tries to spin it around. There's the white flag for 5-3-5, Robbie Morris. He's had some great protection throughout this race. Thumbs down. Light, we're going to go red. So for the 24 car of Brad Philpott. Hey, I don't think your reverse psychology is working, Minty. Yeah? All right. So the tractor onto the front of the 24 car. So we've got some official results through for the Eastern BOP Engineering Supplies Bay of Plenty Saloons. So we'll get to those shortly. And we've also got grids for the Superstocks in Paradise Tier 2 event as well. So that's Brad Philpott in the 24 onto the back of the pace ute. And so just a bit of work getting the tractor onto the front with the angle that the car is sitting on. So he'll be removed from the track. And then we will go back to it. So remember, there's only half a lap to go. Our race leader is the 5-3-5. So he's the middle car of the 3 down the main straight. So it's 4 on 1. The 46 car still kind of mobile. Barry Rhodes sitting on the infield. Whether he does just call it quits here. So the Central Medals, Waikato Raiders side is outclassed tonight by this Rotorua Rascals team. Just wait for the pace ute to get back out onto the track. No, they're pretty strong. How many years have we seen those cars in stock car teams racing? Yeah. That's why I'm just staying quiet over here. Right. So they've obviously dropped them off with the paramedics. Check over. Get the pace chute back out, and we'll go for the last part of this stock car teams race, brought to you by SportsWeb Photography. And did Graham Hughes from SportsWeb Photography, did you get that, all that action and that take out into the wall? You did? Good stuff. Well done. All right, we're ready to go. Officials are happy. Reds are out. Wait for the green. There it is. So it looks like the 353 of Shannon Orr. He might unlap himself here. He will, but the checkered flag will fall. They have a bit of a dice and a drag race down the main straight. So Cheatham goes around in the number 4. But all up, we are good for a win for the Rotorua Rascals. And maybe we might just quickly grab Tony Gallagher. Oh no, he's going to go off on a victory lap.
Everyone is looking for a little edge. Our local business tech experts come to you to help you find yours. Spark. Little can be huge.
Drop in and see the team at Spark Business Southland at 239 D Street in Invercargill, or call them on 0800 784 482, or Spark Business Canterbury Hub at 392B Rustley Road, Christchurch. Call them on 0800 246 027.
So Trent Amrain in the 42M car. He's another one of these drivers who has progressed up into the senior ranks, senior classes as a former mini stock racer. Likewise with Jared Fletcher, the defending champion, because remember he came home second place in the opening heat behind our visitor from Christchurch, Cory Mcclelland. Not sure why. I suppose I was going to say, not quite sure what's prompted his visit to bring the saloon car all the way up from Christchurch for a Bay of Plenty Championship, but I suppose great reason to head north, maybe getting a bit of holiday time in.
And as we just heard through our ears, nothing on TV. Nothing on TV tonight, particularly in
Christchurch. Or was he saying likes to be on TV?
Maybe he likes to be on TV, yes.
Could be that too. So the Bay of Plenty Championship, heat number 2 tonight. Starting on pole for this one will be the 88K of Chris Johnson. Outside of the front row, Trent Amrain. Row 2, 52 and 25. The 2 Balk cars are on row 2. And then we go to David Fisher, 9M. And the 2 NZ of Cam Roygaard on row 3. So the pace slows a wee bit. The orange light's still on around the track, so you can see that. So that's a signal to the drivers that we're not going to start this time around. So when those orange lights go out, that lets them know we're going racing next time. So defending champ down towards the back in this one, Jared Fletcher. Started pole in the first one, grid 7 in race 2 here right now, and he'll start grid 10 in race 3, so even further back for Fletcher. So a great night weather-wise It's shaping up to be a great night on track as well. This World 240s event. So we mentioned earlier on, 15th year that it's been held here at Paradise Valley. Just, you know, it doesn't
seem that long.
You know, I could imagine it being, I could go 10, 15, no.
Yes, yeah. And have we seen some action in that time?
Oh, have we what? There's certainly been plenty of that. And it's time here at TWS Paradise Valley Speedway. So here we go, they come around. Will we see the lights go out this time? For Heat 2 of the Bay of Plenty Saloons. Obviously busy place here in race control. We've got the lap scorers who need to be following their processes. We've got all the officials, the referees. But now they are ready to go. Lights are out. We'll be in the starters' hands and go for Heat 2. In race 1, it was 8C, 8M, and 45S who were the top cars. Here we go. The pace comes up off turn 4, and we go racing. And they're all through turn number 1 nicely. One of the belt cars slipping back a wee bit though from the inside. Out front though, it is Trent Amrain. Turned 20 laps here in his mini stock days. So he leads this one in the 42. Puts a couple of car lengths between himself and Chris Johnson in the 88. In second spot, he's under a wee bit of pressure there as well. Right now for second place from the 25k car, which is Robert Belk. Looks up the inside. Cam Roygaard, the 2NZ, is looking around the outside. So a couple of battles here. Look at the defending champ, the orange number 8. As he tries to look around the outside. He's going to try and go into a second lane here. He's on the outside of the Heat 1 winner. So again, the 2 number 8s running side by side. We've got 2 cars doing the side by side thing. I'll make that 4. It's 2 by 2. Down the main straight and right around the corner. So as Jared Fletcher is trying to get around the outside in the 8M car, you've got the 2NZ also sitting out wide of Cam Roygaard, but Fletcher's looking way faster than Roygaard, so Fletcher's struggling. Now he's just able to poke his nose down inside as he got past Belk, gets the orange car up onto the inside and makes the pass, and again late onto the brakes in turn 1, and he's going to jump up into second spot. Great move from Jared Fletcher. That's a championship winning move right there that you just saw over that last 3/4 of a lap or so. So now he's in second spot. But while all that was going on, out front, Trent Amrain, he's got an almost half lap lead on the rest of the field. So a lot of work to do for Fletcher. So at the moment, 42, Trent Amrain crosses the start-finish line, clocks up another lap, make that 7 now. Jared Fletcher will be in second place, third is the 2NZ, and then back to the 8C car of Mcclelland from Christchurch. David Fisher off onto the infield there momentarily as he got himself tangled up, coming off, or loose, coming off turn 4. So he's dropped back onto the track between the race leader and the second place getter, but looking real good out front is Trent Amrain, real smooth. But he will have a bit more work to do in the third heat. He will go off grid number 9 in the final heat. Of course, here had the luxury of the pole position start, the front row start, starting off grid 2. So the field pretty much got themselves sorted out here. I think most of the passing has been done. It'll be white flag next time around for Amrain as he's going to get up and amongst the back markers here. Greg Belk will be the first one he comes up on as the 25 of Robert Belk pulls off onto the infield. It's got a flat left rear by the looks of it. There's the white flag is out. Trent Amrain will come around turns 3 and 4 for the last time in the total span car and cross the finish line to take the race win. Here's Fletcher. He did manage to close up that gap a wee bit in the second heat. And third place will be the 2NZ of Cam Roygaard. Heat 1 winner, the 8C of Cory Mcclelland in 4th, and rounding up the top 5, the 18k of Chris Taylor. So unofficially on points, Jared Fletcher will sit on 38 and start the final heat on grid 10. And then 1 point back to Trent Amrain, the 42. And the 8C Cory Mcclelland, the 2 race winners, will be 1 point off the lead.
The St Nicholas is a familiar sight around Bluff as she steams out to capture Can-Do Fishing's famous Bluff Kinner. Once caught, the Kinner is brought back to the purpose-built factory in Bluff where it is processed, packed and shipped fresh to you. But that's not all that Can-Do Fishing can do for you. Try some of their green-boned fish or delicious power products and you will soon see why seafood from the Bluff is world famous. So head to your local fish market or supermarket and ask for Can-Do Fishing Kinner, fish or power. Can-Do Fishing, there's nothing we can't do for you.
Hi, Scott here from X Factor Cars, Southland's V8 specialists, stockists of the South Island's biggest selection of Holden HSV, also with a wide range of everything Ford, FPV and classic American muscle. With an in-house finance specialist, we can tailor build a package to suit each and every budget, from no deposit, structured payments and up to 60-month terms. If we don't have it in stock, our team will search high and low to find what you want. Check out our testimonials, xfactorcars.co.nz.
The Aotearoa Ladies Championship. Awesome, yeah. What's coming up next, of course. So yeah, there were just a few little issues with the points, but that has been sorted now, we believe. So we'll be able to give those to you as soon as this race is done, all right? So we can get it out before we get into heat number 2. So as Barry mentioned, Rebecca Barr has lost the lead in this Redwood Butchery Aotearoa Ladies Crown event. So Dominic O'Brien is the new points leader.
Yes, only by 2 though, so
it's tight, isn't it? Which is good to see.
89 to 87 with 2 more equal on 86. So yeah, these ladies now know that they need to be incredibly unladylike if they want to go on and win this thing. So we can say when we do give you the official points from the first heat too, from about 8th or 9th down, there is some variations from
some
what
changes.
the ELS was showing us. So
obviously again there must have been a couple of cars that dropped some laps in ELS.
Well, it does seem the top 8 are the same as what we copied off the ELS, and you took a photograph of that, Paul, so we know what was there. But yeah, as it's come through, the top 8 are the same as what we gave you unofficially, but there has been some changes from there on down, and I think one might have been a transmitter again in Matt Nielsen's car, but yeah, outside of that we haven't heard of any refereeing decisions which have changed anything. After heat 1 or before heat 1?
After heat 1.
Okay. So yeah, Matt Nielsen now into that top 10, which he wasn't unofficially, and
of course the thing is, which a lot of people don't realise, if one car is out, it actually starts affecting other readings as well.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it changes
It's not
everything.
just all of a sudden one car that you've got to fix.
Yes.
In the ELS. So here we go, Redwood Butchery Aotearoa Ladies Championship. We've got an empty grid outside Lynn Clark. So Lynn Clark's in 11. Oh, it's still Morgan Dumoulin, of course, from last night, that injury there. So Alex Hill's on pole now. We've seen her taking a couple of big swipes at cars. So she would have been able to now reassess and look at the points and know that Dominic O'Brien is the points leader. Although you would imagine Rebecca Barr is still going to be target number 1. Rebecca Barr, 34, starting back there on grid number 10. So Ashley Gaskin-Robinson on the outside of the front row. Alex Jones has lined them up right out close to the wall. So Gaskin-Robertson tries to force Alex Jones in. No, she's going to take... Jones is just going to take her straight out to the concrete wall. Bang. Thanks for coming. Oh, and then Rebecca Barr's just come in and just given Alex Jones a great big serve. This is going to get interesting. And here we go, Rebecca Barr again. There we go. She's just going to spin her up. And now she's still going to have to set her sights on going racing, though, is Rebecca Barr, if she wants to win the title. She's obviously just going to have to keep a very close eye on the 28 car. Out front, it is Cammy Durrell. In the 262 car from Great Britain, looks around the outside of Lynn Clark. Oh, look at this. Dominique O'Brien. She is on a mission. She's come up into turn number 2 behind the number 9 car and given her a serve to try and bunt her out of the way. Cami Durrell, though, gets it crossed up the initial race leader. She's going to drop back here to 5th place. So the 9 car has taken the lead. Down the main straight, down the pit straight, 9:52.21 is the way they're running at the moment. It is Stacey Smith. Of course, we've got 2 9s out there. Need to keep on reminding us. Oh, Rebecca Barr spins off and onto the infield, is it? Yeah. It is Rebecca Barr. So Rebecca Barr is out. We will have a new champion. After looking so dominant last night, Rebecca Barr, the 34 car, is off onto the infield. So race leader is the number 9 car from Stratford. Pushes her way past Lynn Clark and Alex Jones. Oh, Jones has a big go. Who's she taking out there? Brooke Clarkson. She's got her attention on the 21 car. Of course, Clarkson was right up there on points. Lynn Clark getting in the way there. A little bit of a saviour, I think, for... Oh, no, here we go. Turn 3. Bang! Has another shot at her. Oh, and then... Oh, the number 10 car from Wellington tried to have a big shot at Jones. Desiree Craik had a big go at her. And here we go. Turn number 1. Oh, no, I thought she was going to cross back on her again. No, Kirsten Kaiser takes Alex Jones to the wall now. So the 2 Rotorua cars having a pop at each other this time. So the ladies are starting to dish it up. Oh no, Kaiser is on the infield, so her car's died. Alex Jones has got issues too in the 28. So she was dishing them out, got a good one back, and the car dies. Good to see you though, mixing it up. Oh, Durrell gets turned around by Kendall Ashton. Down in turn 4, but out front, let's look for the race leader. 52, Dominique O'Brien has taken the lead. 52 down the pit straight is your race leader. In second spot, back to the 9 car from Hawke's Bay. So 2 Hawke's Bay cars running first and second at the moment. Brooke Clarkson in the 21H. She is in 3rd spot. As the laps tick by, 9 gone. This is lap 10. Kendall Ashton, quickest car on the racetrack right now in the 73. Dominique O'Brien, 52, round the outside of Lynn Clark. Back onto the main straight. Phoebe Wayman in the 211 is a lap down as well. So Dominique O'Brien, points leader going into this heat. So will she become the new target? As we... Well, of course, just 1 race left after this one. White flag out, 1 to go. Into turn 3 for the last time. O'Brien, Smith, Pajerski, Carpenter, and Brittany Carpenter has got past Clarkson as well. And so that's the way your top 5 are going to come home. So Dominique O'Brien unofficially will stay your points leader in the Ladies' Championship. All right, we're about to go racing. We're about to go racing in the saloons. And it is Heat 3, the Eastern Bay of Plenty Engineering Supplies Bay of Plenty Saloon Championships. Pole position for this final heat is the 2NZ of Cam Roigard, Ross Creswell outside him. And it's going to be the 77 of Roscoe Creswell who gets the lead. Regular visitor here to Paradise Valley, the key runner. But keep an eye on the 8M car, the orange car. He's got to come from down on grid number 10, the defending champion. But he did have a 1-point lead heading into this one. So the car has got the 1-point lead over. Well, let's just let this settle down through the first lap. And at the moment, if they were to finish right now, Fletcher's got the championship. No, he hasn't. No, it's the Christchurch car who's got the advantage at the moment. The 8C. And they're battling here together. So the 2 8s are battling for the championship. Can Fletcher make the pass? The 2 8s side by side. They are first and second on points in this Bay of Plenty Championship title as they get in behind the 45S car of Mark Hinton from Stratford. And now Fletcher gets the advantage as the Christchurch driver. McGuillam runs just a little bit wide that time.
He made some contact down the front straight with the concrete wall just underneath us here, Paul. So
just threw him off his stride a wee bit. So out front, Cam Roigard is leading. So if it was to finish in this position right now, Fletcher would take the win. McQuillan would be in second and would need a run off the third. Who would have thought we might need a run off in the saloons as opposed to any of the super stocks across the course of this weekend. So Roigard is your race leader. Jared Fletcher really taking control of this championship now as he passed another couple of cars and now up into second spot. So your battle for third is Ross Creswell ahead of Mark Hinton. And then Taylor, here's Trent Amrain in the 42, looking up the inside of the 18 of Chris Taylor coming off turn 2. Taylor holds on to that advantage though as they head into turn 3 and 4. A little bit of contact between 42 and 8. Out front, there we go, Fletcher nice and smooth as these two races side by side, and Fletcher, long time saloon car family against Roigard, the old Superstock family. Of course, well, one of them still in the Superstocks and one in the saloons. Cam Roigard, the 2NZ, both of them went through the mini stock phase too earlier on in their racing career, but Fletcher takes the lead. And he's going to be pretty tough to pick back from here, just looking so smooth. So Hinton and Roigard are both on 50 points. So they are still tied. So could one of them make another pass? So Hinton is the 45S. He's running back there in 4th place, is he? Oh, okay, this is going to throw it up a wee bit because Trent Amrain is not showing up on the electronic lap scoring. And so he's actually up running in 3rd place, Trent Amrain in the 42. And the checkered flag drops, so Fletcher will take the win. Cam Roigard in 2nd. Then we go back to Trent Amrain. Then the Christchurch car of Cory Mcclelland. And then the 45S of Hinton. So that's, I think, with Trent Amrain, that'll push Hinton back a point on our ELS. So that'll mean Roigard will finish ahead of Hinton. But Amrain may come into the mix as well. So we'll wait on the official points for that one.
Hi, Malcolm Nardo from Suck It Up. We specialise in hydro excavation in the Canterbury region, safe dig methods around services. Also we do septic tank cleaning, drain cleaning, CCTV of your pipes. If you want an excellent service, please check us out on Facebook.
Suck It Up Limited, 740 Marston Road, Christchurch. Call them 24 hours a day on 027 588 8809.
Right, we saw plenty of hits going in, didn't we, in the second heat of this Redwood Butchery Aotearoa Ladies Championship. So look at all the empty grids we've got. Rebecca Barr, defending champion, will sit on pole for this one. Just trying to see our points. Of course, we've got points from last night and tonight that we need to be thinking about here. So Rebecca Barr, of course, she had a DNF in the last one, so she only earned 13 points, but still puts her in the running. Dominique O'Brien on 115, Brittany Carpenter 85 GM on 106, then Rebecca Barr is on 100. Carney Durrell was next on 98, but the Brit driver is out with a split fuel tank. So here we go, the 6th and final heat for the Aotearoa Ladies Crown. Thank you very much, Keatley Teese. Congratulations to him. Yeah, a whole lot of other meetings going on around the country too. Get so focused on what's happening here, forget about that other stuff. Rebecca Barr, she's just cruising actually. She's not racing away in a hurry. I think she's a bit surprised that the rest of the field aren't right with her. Sinead McNally is the one who's crossed up down the main straight, heat winner last night. So these three are back mobile. Oh, Brittany Carpenter up the concrete wall. Kirsten Kaiser took her out to the concrete wall. And so Brittany Carpenter was second on points going into this one. Brooke Clarkson also in with a chance in the 21. Phoebe Wayman 211, little half spin coming off turn 4. Lights have gone red. And this will be, I think it's Hazel Brown over there, the 14 car. Right now, though, we are watching the Aotearoa Ladies Crown. Second year this event has been run. Defending champion Rebecca Barr is the race leader here. She's coming up behind Alex Jones. Bang! Gives her a big thump. She knew that was coming. She's got to look out for her. And Jones is going to be able to take her to the grass again, as she knows she's not. Barr takes Jones to the concrete instead. Oh, she's got cars coming in behind her too, as there's cars everywhere. Round goes. Oh, Dominique O'Brien's been spun. The points leader going into this race gets spun around, so she's going to drop right down the pack. Kendall Ashton in 73 is your race leader, coming off turn number 4. Onto the pit straight is your race leader, followed by Phoebe Wayman in the 211. So the Barr-Jones battle is continuing down the main straight. And oh, look at this, Sinead McNally's got involved as well, because McNally's been one of the ones who's been hit by Jones as well. Now she decides to leave this game alone. As Barr, and oh, Barr's going to come out. Oh, it had a big shot there at one of the Hawke's Bay cars. The number 9 car of Stacey Smith had a big go at her. And now back again onto the back end of Alex Jones. Down into turn number 2. Takes it to the concrete wall. Cruncher. And Rebecca Barr goes over.
Well, she said goodbye to her crown in style, hasn't she?
She has. Oh, hey, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, Alex Jones has been serving it up tonight, no doubt about it. Rebecca Barr has been one of her main targets, but here Rebecca Barr decided to pay her back big time, drove her down into the concrete wall, and ended up on her roof. So Rebecca Barr deserves as much applause for what's been going on tonight as Alex Jones, because if it wasn't for Rebecca Barr, so dominant last year, 5 wins out of 6 races. Last night, 2 wins and a 4th, and I think it was, but she was certainly dominating last night. Points leader into tonight. So she's come under a bit of attack, but she's been happy to give it back.
Yes.
So there's been a couple of big hits in this one here too. As she climbs out, give her a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Rebecca Barr, of course, the defending champion, so she will say goodbye to her ladies' crown tonight. But what a racer. She is out there doing it in the Super Stocks as well. She is in that Super Stocks in Paradise second tier championship. She raced the Repecharge earlier on tonight, so she's doing double duty, twice as many races as anybody else. So across the course of the weekend, she is doing 7. She would have done 7
tonight.
7 tonight,
yes.
Plus 6 last night.
Yeah, 13 races.
Wow.
In a contact class.
And yes, in contact, and doing and still getting out there and doing stuff like that. You know, she with the way she was coming on to attack. We've got the replay from TWS on the Pits TV, and yeah, she just drove her straight ahead into the concrete wall. And just the angle Rebecca Barr came in on, she bounced off Alex Jones straight ahead into the concrete wall herself, and just tipped herself over. Oh, so gentle. But like I say, she could have easily just kind of eased back and gone, nah, I've got this other stuff going on with the super stock, but she's still out there doing that, which is just awesome.
Fantastic.
So we're underway. And Alex Jones mobile again. So who's going to be your target now? Wayman comes in with a bumper. Kendall Ashton, your race leader. Brittany Carpenter, she's already had a go at Brittany Carpenter. No, I think she did have a bit of a look there, the 28, Alex Jones.
Yeah, it was a bit of contact, but not enough to do
Brooke
anything.
Brooke Clarkson, she's given her a hit. No, I think the car's a little bit damaged now too. So race leader Kendall Ashton in the 73. Along the pit straight she goes, big lead. As Brittany Carpenter, just needs to keep it straight here, does Carpenter. Dominic O'Brien struggling a wee bit back in 7th place. But she probably, she's getting blocked now by 286. She'll be blocking for the likes of Carol Pajerski. O'Brien gets taken to the concrete wall. Alex Jones gets a big hit from Gaskin, because of course she took Gaskin Robertson out big time in the second heat tonight. So the hits are going in thick and fast with the ladies. Lynn Clark puts one into the side of Kirsten Kaiser. Comes right around inside the pole line, the 37. So race leader, still 73. She's got a big lead. That's a white number 73 down the main straight. We've got Isabella Perrott in the pink tank. She was the one holding Alex Jones into the concrete wall. So it'll be white flag next time around for the number 73. Here it is there, 1 to go. And the action in the ALTS Rotorua Ladies Crown will come to an end. The ladies have certainly dished it up. And the checkered flag falls. Kendall Ashton will take the win. So Alex Jones ends up with a DNF, the 28 car. So we don't have any official points for you there. I think it Dominique O'Brien will be the top point scorer tonight. Where are we? Dominique O'Brien, 73 points tonight.
And she was leading on points coming into tonight too, with 89 from last night.